So, it's been a minute, and welcome to this episode of Locked In. If you haven't noticed, I've been a little quiet on the channel lately, and I did take a little bit of time off. I didn't really post anything about it because I didn't want to make this big old thing that I'm quitting YouTube. So I wanted to just address a few things, go on a ride, and kind of shoot just a little bit of a vlog today to just kind of get back into the rhythm and get some feedback from you on what you want to see going forward. I have some ideas, and I just wanted to kind of have this, granted, one-side conversation currently, but comment below on anything I mention in this video. I check my comments every single day. Literally, as soon as I get a notification on my phone, I instantly answer it. So let's get to talking. So now let's get into a few things that are good and bad news for the channel. And I have to be honest with you, and I wanted to get this out of the way again, so you understand what's going on, because I do appreciate everyone's support, especially all my Patrons. And I'm gonna throw up all their names right here, and I'm gonna add this to every single video from now on at the end titles, because these are the people who really are helping support the channel. And again, if you do that, I really do appreciate it. It helps me keep this going. I want to give a special shout out to them, and if anybody who doesn't know and is watching this, I do give one-on-one cycling consultations every single month, my top 2 tier levels. Let's get into 2 big updates that I'm working on that are gonna help me actually continue staying a YouTuber that I'm really excited about. So that being said, I have found another job, but don't worry, doesn't mean that I'm quitting YouTube or I'm stopping what I'm doing with the channel. There are a few things that I can talk about and can't talk about. So the one that I can talk about, essentially some contract work. I'm shooting some stuff. It's gonna fluctuate, so it's not necessarily gonna pay the bills. It's gonna help support me get closer to actually making enough money to not have to pull from savings every single month, which is gonna be great. But the work is gonna fluctuate, but it's a great, just another revenue stream to, again, help fund life so I can stay doing these videos more often. Then the next one, I'm not gonna disclose the company name as of right now because we're still in the works with this, but it is gonna happen. It seems like I'm just waiting to get some more feedback. But essentially, I'm gonna be doing content creation for a company that I have worked with before, and creating content for their YouTube channel, as well as helping some social media content. But don't worry, that doesn't mean it's gonna affect anything on my channel and my bias for other companies that I work with. It is completely separate, and essentially I'm just producing content, and I may be doing product reviews for them later, but I will disclose during those reviews that I do have an affiliation with them. But again, I am here to be an independent reviewer, so that is in any way going to affect my reviews, because they are not a channel sponsor. They are just paying me separately of the channel to do video content for them. So that basically means for the channel that I gotta keep doing it, and that's the good news. The only bad news for it is I may be going down to just 2 videos a week for the current time being. I'm trying to work a system where I can get back to 3. So let me know in the comments below. Do you like the Mondays and Friday videos? Would you rather have Tuesday, Thursdays? I'm gonna try to obviously sneak in a 3rd video here and there if I can get the workflow working once I'm fully working for all 3 companies, let's call it, as don't know exactly how much time they're all gonna take collectively, because I'm still going through the kind of growing pains of training and figuring out how much time I need to dedicate to each platform to make it all work and be cohesive. So let's say only 2 videos a week. What days of the week do you like best? But I've been posting basically Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for the last while. And then last month I did drop down to 2 videos a week because I was working on this and trying to, again, refine the platform to see what works and what doesn't. So let me know in the comments below what days of the week you prefer. So now I'm gonna do a quick t-shirt spin. I have also, side note, kind of been taking some time off the bike as well. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be talking about the few ideas I have for a few mini-series, build series, and other things that are going on in the channel, to hear what you have to say, because again, I'm making content for you guys and for hopefully new subscribers. So if you have any new cyclists in your life that have been asking you certain questions or want to see certain content, please let me know in the comments below. But let's go out and reveal what's coming up next on the channel. those 3 guys in front of me, 2 of the first ones were friends, and I was riding behind them for a second, and then the middle one kept going to the second lane, and as you can see, it's only 2 lanes on this little road, so I got kind of freaked out. I was like, I don't want them to like bump over. I gave them a bell, let them know I wanted to pass, so I accelerated to pass them because they were just kind of all over the place, and then they tried to hold my wheel, and then I looked behind and I heard him like muttering something about my fanny pack, and I was like, okay, well, if you're gonna make fun of it, like at least be able to be close enough to look at it, right? And now they're gone. Basically this part, I just want to tell you about a few things I have in mind to do, and I want to hear your feedback. So the first video series idea is there's a lot of products that I've had for quite a long time. Just if you didn't know, some of the review stuff I do have to send back. Usually it's review bikes. Some of the products I have to send back, it just really depends. And then there's some that I use semi-often, a lot, or every day. And that's really where I thought of doing like an update mini series to where I would just dedicate a video. They'd be pretty short, but just going over products like my Scribe Gravel Wide Plus wheels, the Garbrook components and stuff that I've used, and some of the more long-term stuff that I've had for a while that I did a review for maybe a year or more ago, or even 6 months, that have maybe become part of my everyday cycling, kit or apparel or anything like that, and just kind of give you feedback on wear and tear and things like that. Then it would be a little mini kind of budget bikepacking series. I've just kind of recently updated a few items and have accumulated some updates, some things I've put into review, some things I've only mentioned in weekend trips, but I've used for other camping trips. And I wanted to have a quality yet pretty affordable or on the more budget end of things. So I wanted to kind of break it down into my sleep system, my cook system, clothing and accessories, and then go over some of the bags that I own and feedback on those. Then lastly, it's going to be a build series. The current one that I have going on that's going to be started hopefully soon is my Cobalt Diablo 29er build. I am getting a hardtail, and I'm going to be using a lot of the parts I've already reviewed and used on the channel, and then trying to get some sensible, cost-effective options to basically finish the bike up. So that's going to be a multi-parter like I do with any of my build series, breaking down the frame, the components, the wheels, tires, things like that. But that's another thing that's gonna be coming through the pipeline. If there's anything else that you'd like to see me do or put on the channel that you think I can create, let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for ideas and things, and I would like to do some more mini bikepacking trips, since a lot of people think, oh, you got to go to some epic place and fly and do a multi-day trip. Well, I want to do a couple of overnighters locally, maybe a short weekend trip, something that you can do and find something exciting that doesn't have to break the bank, or you don't have to travel great lengths for, that you can do, on a long weekend or just a weekend, or even a weekday if you can get up early enough and make it back home. So those are my thoughts. I really would appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Links for those things in the description below. I'm going to be posting probably a poll on my community tab on YouTube and on my Instagram for further questions that I want to embed into future vlogs. There's some other funny video ideas I have going along the lines. If you haven't seen my beer mile video or a couple other ones on the channel, make sure to check those out after you watch this. And if you want to help support so I can hopefully afford to spend more time every single week making more videos for you, I really would appreciate it. I have a Spreadshirt with some Slow But Look Pro and Locked In merchandise, as well as I mentioned the Patreon before. I really would appreciate it. So thanks for watching this episode of Locked In.
Let's get locked in.